It was too hot to prowl. So the king of the jungle lay snoozing in the sun. A tiny mouse was hurrying home with some corn for her dinner. She was in such a rush. She didn't notice the lion and ran straight over his paw. This leaf is soft. The lion felt a tickle and woke up. He grabbed the mouse in his claws. Yum! A mouse for dinner? What a nice idea! He snarled and licked his lips. Please don't eat me, squeaked the mouse. Let me go and I promise you I'll help you out one day. Ha! You really think a little mouse like you can help a lion like me? He snapped. But he admired the mouse's bravery, so he let her go. The next day, the lion was out hunting. When he tripped on a rope and set off a trap, a large net fell on him. Ah! He struggled to free himself, but the net held him tightly. How dare someone trap the king of the jungle? He cried, and his voice echoed through the trees. How embarrassing! Far away, the mouse heard the lion's roar. The lion must be in trouble. I promised to help him, so I shall, she thought. She ran through the jungle as fast as she could. I'm here to rescue you, she told the lion. Fat chance, he replied, but there was no one else to help. The mouse nibbled and gnawed at the net until at last the lion was free. I was wrong to doubt you, little mouse, he said. Thank you for saving my life. And the moral is, little friends can be great friends. The end. The Dog and the Barn. One day, a naughty dog stole a big, juicy bone from the butcher. He can't catch me. The dog scampered away across the fields. And into a bridge that crossed a stream. I think I'm safe now. He looked down at the water and jumped in surprise. There was another dog staring up at him. And he had a big, juicy bone in his mouth too. His bone's bigger than mine. He growled at the dog, and the dog growled back. I want your bone, barked the dog on the bridge. Give it to me. Oops. But as he opened his mouth, the bone slipped out. It fell in the water with a big splash. When the ripples cleared, all the dog could see was himself. There had never been another dog, and now there was no bone either. I wish I hadn't been so greedy. And the moral is, be happy with what you have. The end. The wisdom. A little girl named Yuna lived in a small village by the river. The village were often attacked by big waves that hurt livestock and people. The villagers asked the king to come and help them. Yes, the king helped. The king promised the villager that he would visit the village in a month. The villagers believed the king's brave soldiers would defeat the waves. Yuna, who lives in the village, was sad because her parents were seriously injured by the waves. How can I stop them? Yuna would think and think. One day, Yuna was in the forest, then saw a spider drowning in the water. Feeling sorry for it, so she saved the spider from the branches and sent it home. Yuna looked closely at the spider web and thought, spider webs are thin, but can catch large insects. The web was looking strong. Yuna nodded. When Yuna returned home, the local children were playing with vines. Aha! The vines are thin but firm. If all of us can make a big spiderweb with those vines, it might beat the waves. Yuna made a big spiderweb made of vines along with other villagers. Yuna tied the vine made a spider web to a tree. The villagers did not expect much. Then the king and his brave soldiers arrived at the town. Soldiers prepared cannons around the river. And when the big wave came, they shot the cannons. Everyone expected the cannons to defeat the waves. But they went straight through. The big waves met the vine, made a web at the village entrance. The waves shattered it like grain when it made it to the spider web. Shattered. Everyone who watched was shocked. People celebrated the waves' defeat. And the king rewarded Yuna for her smart plan. Yuna was so happy because people were no longer going to get hurt by the waves. The end.